standards. If you've been using that excuse, I need you to let that go today. Right now, when you hear me speak these words, I need you to let that go. Let go of that baggage. Let go of those scars. Let go of those thoughts. God don't want you perfect. He wants you right where you are. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, my grace is sufficient for thee. He didn't say, I need you to bring your grace so I can multiply it. He said, no, my child, my grace, God's grace is sufficient for you. It's enough. It's enough. So quit looking within yourself. Look to him. He also says, my strength is made perfect in weakness. My strength, God's strength, is made perfect in your times of weakness. Because it seems like at our lowest moments, it ain't that God is waiting until we at the rock bottom. It's us, our minds, and our will. We won't let him step in because we're so busy trying to control the outcome. We're not letting God do his work because we're so busy trying to do it ourselves. That's why he hasn't come in to save the day and swooped in and fixed your situation. It ain't because he's not working. It's because you haven't let him. You haven't allowed him. You haven't given him his rightful place. How can he fix something that you won't let him fix? How can he make your situation better when he's telling you what to do and you won't do it? Not nowhere in the Bible does God say you have to be perfect. You have to look like this and dress like this and come to me in a certain way. We're not on trial. We're not in competition. This isn't American Idol or some beauty competition. He's not sitting there judging us on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, and that's the only one that can get a blessing if you score a 10. No. God wants to pour into you and give to you and strengthen you and make you better. Because just a little bit of him is a lot better than a whole lot of me. I don't even know if that makes sense. But I want God more than I want myself. Because I ain't got it. I ain't right. And that's okay. Because he loves me just the way I am. So let him move in your life. Let him work in your life. Let him do what only he can do. Quit holding yourself to these standards. Quit procrastinating. Quit making excuses. Nobody said you had to be on top to go to the next level. It wouldn't be the next level if you were already on the top. So start today. If you have a dream, if you have a desire, if you have an ambition, as long as it lines up with the word of God. Now, I'm not saying just dream about going out and killing people. No, that's not of God. No, it's not. If you're dreaming of doing something deceitful or that would harm somebody, let that dream go, please. But if you have an honest dream, vision, ambition, desire, those are of God. Search for them. Seek them. Start asking for help. Start working towards it. See, the thing is, faith without works is dead, okay? Now, I'm not saying God does not bless us based on the amount of work we do. Again, we're not in some competition and the person who attends the most church services wins the award and gets the blessings of the year. No, that's not how that works. But we can't just sit back and do nothing and expect for God to do something. He gave you arms. He gave you legs. He gave you a mind. He gave you an opportunity. He gave you the ability to get out there and do. So get out there and do. When you step out on faith, when you say, you know what, God, I don't know how this is even possible, but I know that I need this. I know that you told me to do this. Whether it's open a business or go back to school or whatever it may be, whatever it is in your life that you're seeking. And you know that God told you to do it, and you know that God called you to do it. Stop thinking about what you can do. Stop looking at your bank account. Stop looking at your surroundings and know that everything that comes from God is perfect, and it's according to his riches in heaven, not yours, not mine. And I know sometimes it's hard to be obedient. Do you really think that I like to sit here and tell you of all the horrible things in my life, and sit here and tell you how I fall short and how I don't have a college degree, I don't have a good job, I don't own a home, I'm not married, I'm not healthy? Do you think that I enjoy doing that? Well, I kind of do because I like to talk and I like to help people. But honestly, this is not what I ever imagined for myself. I never thought that 13 years of turmoil would turn into maybe 100 years of encouraging and inspiration. I never would have thought that. I had a plan for my life. I did. Don't look nothing like what I got right now. But I'm in the part where I'm grateful for what I have. And I'm glad it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Because it's so much better. It's so much sweeter. But it turned into me having to trust God. I said I did. But I didn't really. Not in the beginning. No. I didn't trust him. I did what I wanted. I did things that I thought were best. I did things that I thought I would enjoy. And I kept going to God and saying, I don't understand. Why me? How come? Oh, pitiful, woe is me. That was my story for a long time. Yeah. Not understanding why God wasn't giving me what I wanted or what I thought I needed. But I'm so glad that he is more wise than I am. I'm so glad that he had a plan for me from the very beginning. And although my plan did not line up with his, he didn't stop me. See, that's the thing about God. He loves you and he wants what's best for you, but he's not going to stop you. He's not going to force you to follow him. You have to want to follow him. So follow him. Give up everything you have. Give him your heart. Give him your desires. Give him your vision. And watch what he'll do with it. Quit procrastinating. Today's the day. February the 6th, 2020. Today is the day. We're not waiting until June. We're not waiting until December. And we sure ain't waiting until 2021. Because y'all going to have me tired of talking to y'all by then. Quit procrastinating. Do it today. Research it. Find out what you need to do. Start. Put your mind on it. Start praying about it. Put forth some action. Because God don't want us to be perfect. He just wants us to want to be there with him. And the more you desire him, the more you want him, the more you seek him, the more he can do for you. You just have to be willing. So let's be willing, y'all. Family, let's be willing. There is so much out there. There are so many businesses and successful people and families that are just doing their thing. And there's so much talent in some of y'all. There's so much passion and drive in people. And y'all are just sitting back because you feel like you're not good enough. But if you don't listen to somebody else tell you that you are good enough, you are worthy, and you are called because you have God on your side. So let him work for you. Thank y'all for listening. I do want to give a huge shout out to our friends at 519 Church, Pastor Tyrone and Shemaine Cormier. Again, I know y'all love me. Y'all are like my new best friends. But no. So they have this amazing daddy-daughter dance coming up on March the 6th. First of all, the fact that They are seeking to build relationships, and they are seeking to not just focus on mothers and children, but daddies and daughters. That is so important. So important. But let me tell you the best thing about this event. So it's going to be hosted at the Beaumont Event Center. There's going to be, I think, all kind of snacks. There's going to be a carriage. There's going to be photo opportunities, flowers for the little girls. It's an amazing event. But the best part about it, it is free. Y'all hear me? Free. So get your daughters ready. Let they daddies know. Daddies, get your babies ready. Y'all need to go to the daddy-daughter dance. It is March the 6th, 2020. If you need more information, look them up on Facebook, the 519 Church here in Beaumont, Texas. If you can't find it, hit me up. I am Joanna Lynn. You know how to find me. Facebook, Instagram. Hit me up. I will get you in contact with them. But this is something that you definitely don't want to miss out. Definitely. So huge shout out to y'all. I commend y'all for really wanting to get into the community and help these children and these parents build relationships. This is what it's all about. This is what the church is all about. And I shout out you guys. One other thing I just want to say, I have had so many requests to start a YouTube channel. So YouTube is up and running. Look me up, Joanna Lynn. I did try to search the other day. There's a lot of other fake Joanna Lynns, because they're not me. But if you just look at the little profile picture, it has my podcast emblem. So if you're listening to my podcast, you can see the little picture of me smiling, same picture, same logo. Joanna Lynn. You're going to see weekly postings of the podcast. So if you're not able to tune in on Apple, Spotify, Podbean, Google Podcasts, you can also listen to my podcast weekly on Thursdays through the YouTube channel. Also, me and my boo thing, John, we started what's called a Sunday recap. Every Sunday, we are going to post live videos. Well, not live, but videos of us kind of recapping our day. Because if you didn't hear the last video, I go to Triumph Church. He is the pastor at Temple of Praise. So we kind of came with the compromise where he comes to church with me, I go to church with him, and we're just kind of doing a thing for Jesus and trying to grow together, so it's just week after week inspiration and just recapping our day, letting y'all know what we've learned, and I think you'll really enjoy that. So those are going to be posted every Sunday. I've also been looking at doing maybe a weekly vlog kind of thing, just a life with Joanna, like the things that I do. I mean, I don't know if I'm interesting to you or not. If you have any feedback on that, let me know. Please share the podcast. Put me on your stories. Put me a nice mushy post. Tell me what you thought, how it helped you. Share me with your friends, your coworkers. I got some great things coming up as well. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and also all of you who voted in my poll. I'm thinking about coming out with some Epiphany Podcast merchandise. I've got some pages that will be turning. If y'all haven't been catching these slugs, I'm going to be mad because I've been throwing slugs at y'all. But yeah, great things coming for the Epiphany Podcast. So I thank you so much for tuning in and letting me talk your ears off. I love each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will speak to you soon. Mwah!